Alright guys, what's up? This is Toastman Gaming here, doing a AC Path 1 video for you. This is a tutorial guide, like fast run, not a speed run because we do kill Kolher and don't skip other things. We jump straight into it here. We've just entered the dungeon and killed the first elite, and we've waited for our last party member to arrive. They're all at the stacking point where I will show you. I'm running to there now. I'd stay behind to set off the scene so I could, you know, talk to that guy and say, hey, we want to do path 1 today. And he's going to be like, alright, cool, no worries, no worries. So I'm just waiting for this red circle to disappear so I can dodge over the trap. And I'm going to jump onto this column here. That's where they're all stacking, so we can get line of sight on the queen spider, which is going to spawn when I kill all these, well, some of these spider hatchlings. I put down my symbol so I can get swiftness off it and start killing as many of these spiderlings as I can. Mostly just getting aggro and running around in circles and waiting for the queen spider to spawn. There's the queen spider, and now I start run towards my people around the corner, and I put down my symbol of swiftness, and I start using my heal to block all of the little spiders' attacks, and then I'm pretty sure I dodge heal into the corner while they drop a time warp and fiery greatsword. They use an untargeted 4. In the settings there is a particular setting where you can get, and it's promote auto-targeting or something like that. You want to turn that off so you can just do a line of fiery rush into the wall here. At the moment I'm looking for a banner which the warrior said he put down, but I couldn't find it, so I'm like, you know, yeah, whatever, I'm just gonna run towards the other gravelings now. We stack next to the door here and this post because it's another line of sight. There is another spot where we can do just on the other side of this rock. I'll show you that in a different video, but for here we did this and we used the same fiery greatsword that we used first. Note we only dropped 1 and we had the warrior pick it up. You can get the mesmer or a thief if you have one to pick it up, if the thief has an extra 10% damage on the bundles trait. And now we run across these traps here. I never do it because I always die, along with Zach. Zach always dies. But this time it looks like Vic died. So I just tell them that we're going up left so we can kill Kolher. And I start raising my 2 guys which are dead. Up here I swap out my greatsword for a hammer because I figure that the protection on every third hit is better than what a greatsword can offer, utility-wise. So I play a role of support guardian. I'm running full clerics gear. I don't have any food on at the moment. I have a life sigil, stacking life sigil, which is plus 10% healing on kill. And I changed to battle presence from hero voice so I could have more AoE heals for my group rather than the Condi cleanse for the spider. I drop stability, put down my AoEs, blast the might, blast the fire to get might, pull the boss, time waffles on us along with a fiery greatsword drop from our second Ellie, and I use purging flames to cleanse all the conditions of us, and hold the line for the regen and protection. Here I change out my trait from extra virtue healing to stability when I activate my virtue of courage, because I'm going to protect Hodgkins as best as I can if I see his health go down. So I want as much stability as I can get because I'm going to get all the aggro. What we generally want to do here is that everyone's usually together and no one dies, Vic, and we get the warrior or whoever I pick to go with me to stand with me and normal DPS down the first burrow. Then we pick up the graveling, we pick up the iceberg that an Ellie drops if we have 1 Ellie. If we have 2 it doesn't really matter, you can just pick up whatever one. The order doesn't matter as much, but if there's 1 Ellie, you'd want 1 Ellie and 3 guys on the other side of the room where they all are and taking care of those 3, or those 2 burrows that will appear there, then the 3rd that's last. And I have the warrior here with me. We're going to normal DPS down this. I empower to give us as much as we can, symbol it as well, and we start hitting it. Then here about is when our warrior should pick up an iceberg, which should be on the bench here, but our other Ellie picked it up, or someone else had picked it up, I'm not sure where it went. So we just head towards this Graveling Burrow here, where I would normally give my warrior stability, but he ran off trying to find the ice bow, which got picked up from someone else. So we got a little bit confused here, and we got knocked around a little bit, but we were fine. Take out the second Graveling Burrows, and we're done. There's only one left on the other side, and they take care of it in a couple seconds. You can see the ice bow 4 going down, there it is, and it's dead. The best way to do this is just to have communication with your team. Know what order is what you're going to do, how you're going to do it. The warrior is running up here to get the scepter piece. I'm just following him so anyone who hasn't done this path before knows where it is. So I'm just jumped on the little coffin there. That's where the scepter is. You just press F and there's a little thing to interact and you go there. Normally you wouldn't have this waypoint because a lot of people skip Kolha, whereas we kill him for the extra bag and yeah, loots. Here the cave troll spawns and I try to be a hero and try to banish him, but he interrupts me, then fears me, and then I feel like an idiot, and so I cleanse it and just run off. Coming up we have a particular room where there is many mobs of gravelings running around protecting bits of a scepter. Usually I do run this bit, but we already had 2 people saying that they would run through it, so I stayed behind. I was just like, yep, whatever. I'm pretty sure I ping little spots on the minimap as to where the Graveling Burrows are, but I got one of them wrong. I'll explain to them as best as I can. I'll tell you what one's wrong and whatever. So here I just noticed that the Ellie wants to go instead, so I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. The first scepter piece that we can see is right where the warrior was then, thief character. He picked up the first bit, there's a little bit one there, and then looking at the minimap now, there will be another one, I don't know, waiting for my pings, one right where he is there, there's going to be one there, and there, but I accidentally clicked one too many, so the 5th one you could ignore. That's where the 4 usually are. Then what they do is they run to the back of the room, they just keep on going that same direction that they originally entered, so they can get out of combat and take the waypoint that Hodgkins allows us to get. At the moment they've found all the scepters and we're just waiting on Hodgkins to walk over there and go, hey, you know what, you can take this waypoint now because I'm not a slow fucker. And he says something about too much being forgotten. Like, we care, we just want gold. So there's the scepters, yay, there's the waypoint. They take the waypoint. We wait just around the corner here. We do go to the left. I suppose I should note this. We go around to the left when we originally enter this room so that we don't set off any of these red oozes. If you just head straight ahead through there, you set off this little, not event, just mob spawn of oozes. I'll show you that again later along with the run and where to stack in a separate video. We jump up here because, you know, it's a fun thing to do. Then we go over to where Zach is heading so we can safely run with our squishies, but they kind of just YOLO ahead and I'm like, oh well, oh, okay, alright, follow behind. They're complaining about getting knocked down and shit, so I pop stability and they keep on running. Put down a line up ahead, I think, can't remember. Sometimes if we're getting too fucked, you'd put a line right in front of that door and you'll be fine. Just looking at my inventory there, seeing what I had, looking for something, looking for a particular food. Warrior character was complaining about his sword 5 skill, saying that it blocks but then automatically auto attacks if you block something, so if you don't want to stay in combat, or if you don't want to get in combat I should say, don't use that if you're running through them because you'll just cause bleeding on one of them and put yourself in combat. Here I'm looking for my sharpening stones, which were there, and the bowl of mango saffron ice cream, but I didn't eat it for some particular reason. And we're just waiting for a couple seconds, make sure everyone's ready. We're looking at the venom as a utility skill. Well, not a utility skill, it's a utility thing that you can buy off some particular NPC somewhere. There we are, I just ate this saffron ice cream. Thief character just said something about not having his halo on and he's not a PvE hero, so he just chucked it on. And he was also saying that he didn't have any food on and not to put it in the video, but you know what, it's in there now. So everyone knows that you're a PvE noob, not even in our guild. PPB. PvE baddies, that's what we are. We stacked might, or a little bit of might as we could. I jumped down so I could get him still against the wall, and we used the untargeted fiery rush against the wall with a time warp, and he just drops. There is other places where you can stack it, like just a little bit around the corner to our left there, but we don't. And as you can see, with that time warp and untargeted greatsword, fire greatsword 4, he just got toasted. So that's your Ascalonian Catacombs Path 1 done. I hope that you liked this video, I hope that it helped you in any way. I will be uploading more dungeon tutorials. I'll be doing at least 12. I do hope to get all dungeons with every path done eventually. I might get around to story mode if it's requested, but most of the time it wouldn't be. Mostly this is just for people who are farming legendaries and need to get that gold income coming in. Just to show you that, yes, these paths are easy, this is how fast you can do them if you get good at them. I hope you like this video, subscribe if you want to see more, and I hope to see you around. This is Toastman Gaming signing off. Thank you.